Hi guys, Dustin Van Fleet of Dustin Van Fleet Design down here in Valdosta, South Georgia. And what we did in step one of our tutorial was we showed you that it was possible to paint concrete. This thing turned out pretty cool to me. All we did was put one coat on and we kind of washed it because we wanted to keep this really cool porous nature where you can see a lot of the holes and the imperfections in there. So we washed it, and one of the keys that I taught you in that first film was it's really important that you use a lot of water. Also, we're not going to paint the whole inside because you're just wasting product and money when you only need to paint about the first 4 inches of the inside that you would actually see that wouldn't have plants or dirt in it. So right now what we're going to do is what I am notorious for. I am the polka dot man, the king of polka dots, the king of color, but there's no way that I could just leave this really cool concrete planter and just paint it limeade. Anyone who knows me knows that's not possible. So I've already completed the back and the sides so that we won't bore you with watching me create 5,000 polka dots. But I'm going to show you how easy it is to take these little daubers, just put them in your paint in the lid, and just come around, create your design, and keep a decent amount of paint when you're using a dauber this small. Typically, I tell you guys with stenciling and things of that nature, not to use a whole lot of paint. Well, on this one, you got to keep the dauber pretty much loaded up and ready. But we're coming around. Lots of people ask me constantly how I get perfect polka dots. I do eyeball them. I do not sit there and measure them out on something like this. So it's always scary when you come down here and you're like, how is it going to end up? Well, you can kind of cheat a little bit by coming from both ends like I just did. And then you can make sure that you have the perfect little look. I like things to look like they're handmade and hand done. So I'm not really into perfection of any kind or sort. I'm into it looking like I hand painted it, and that's why people pay for it, because they want my work, not something that looks like it was done so perfectly that it wasn't hand painted, or it looks like a production piece or something of that nature. Everything that I do is like this piece, it's all hand done. So as you see, there's no perfect science to this. You're just gonna go down and you keep it going. And then you always, for some reason, I don't know how I do it, but I always end up with the perfect pattern. So we're done with the purple dots now. So now we're gonna come back and we're gonna use, we just use amethyst. And now we're gonna come back and we're gonna create a pattern with some metallic copper, which is super cool. As we said, anybody who saw that first video knew that I was not leaving this piece just painted lime, and everybody who knows me knows I love to embellish and I love color. So what we're doing right now is we're creating the perfect little handmade polka dot pattern that looks so cool and adds a lot of spring beauty and character to this piece. But this piece is going to be cool beyond spring, and it's going to be cool all year long, and it's going to add that pop of color and that punch that I want on my board and that I love. It's going to go with my amethyst rockers. It's also going to go perfectly with my limeade porch swing, which I showed you guys last year when I did it. And it's just gonna look beautiful. So far we've got the pattern going on and it looks really good. But this is when you have to know when to say when or when to add a little bit more. And I say that we're gonna add a tad bit more here. So I say we're gonna finish this line out with the amethyst as well. And as you see, this is a pretty quick process. A lot of people think that this is painful and that it's gonna be really, really hard and ooh, I slaved over it all day. I'm showing you some hacks on how you can cheat a little bit and still make it look super cute. So these would be awesome projects on a smaller scale even to do for a class. All you need is some daubers, some bright colors, and you show them how to polka dot it out and how to create a proper pattern and all of that good stuff. And you have the perfect make and take class with a little clay pot or a medium-sized clay pot. So these are just great ideas of how to do quick, easy, fun things that can make you money. Or just make your personal porch, like in this case, absolutely gorgeous. Thanks for tuning in with us today, and we'll catch you on the flip side.